Hello and welcome back to my channel yet again. I'm Elevatedteetee, aka Priestess Peony, and I decided to do this reading just because it piqued my interest. Um, and it will be on Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. Now, whether they've settled the beef or not, they seem to, not be engaging, but yet the beef drags on. And something that I noticed is every time somebody gets into it with Nicki Minaj, all of a sudden it becomes hashtag Team Cardi. And I really just want to know, like, how does she feel about that since she doesn't say anything? Um, if, well, I'm not even going to say that, but as vocal as Cardi is about other things, I feel like, personal opinion, it would be a good time to be like, oh, don't use me as a crutch in your argument. And that's just me personally. I think that would be a really, really good time to do that. But she hasn't. And like I said, this is the third time I've witnessed it where it was hashtag Team Cardi, like to end the argument or as a dig at Nicki. But in the comment section, I noticed someone said, "How tragic." What did they say exactly? Well, I don't quote, but something to the effect of, "How tragic." Most of her fans are only her fans because they hate Nicki. And is that really the case? Because I don't. I mean, I like both their music. Mm, I wouldn't say I stand either one, but I've enjoyed them both. So let us see. I think I'm gonna start with this deck. Let's see. How does Cardi feel about people being Team Cardi during arguments with Nicki? Oh, okay. Okay, so I get that she is over it. She's over it. She doesn't really want to entertain the beef at all. She feels like that will give it more power. But it does make her feel a type of way. But it's like, this is so exhausting, as opposed to, you know, it like hurting her. And I get that somebody is telling her to leave it alone and not address it, which, because it does put more energy and power and another story to it. But I also, now this part is a personal opinion. Girl, if you can address everything else, why is this not one of those things? But like I said, she has been told not to address it. So let's go over here and see, how does Nicki feel about the Team Cardi digs. She expects them. But she also doesn't want to give any more to the beauty. Nicki is doing her own thing. She has her projects that she is working on. She has her new baby. Same thing over here for Cardi. And that, okay, I see it. That's where it's funny because they're kind of both on the same page on that one. Cardi has 2 children. and she should be working on a new album. So it's like, you don't have time for that beef. You have a focus over here. And Nikki is just like, child, I ain't got time. I don't have time. I'm not about to breathe any more life into this and allow this beef to expand any further than it has. I'm done. I'm over it. Moving on. So, not to say that Nikki won't address the issues at hand, but as far as the Team Cardi portion, she's over it. And in this situation, bottom energy of the deck, nobody wants to play the victim. They are both always accused of being the victim, wanting sympathy. For Cardi, it's sympathy and payola. So they are over this beef. They are simply over it. Let's just see. Is there any beef on Cardi's side still? Is there some beef? Okay, well, we're just going to take these three and move on. Okay, so in the past, Cardi felt like Nikki was sabotaging her in some ways. Nikki wasn't welcoming. She did feel as though, in a sense, she was victimized by Nikki. But she doesn't want to continue to put any energy towards that. She has some other things going on. Yeah, she just doesn't want to keep giving that energy. She said she moved on from that. She doesn't want that to continue to be at the forefront of her career. Now, she still hears the rumblings in the wind. And, you know, somebody might say to her, I mean, and it definitely happens in the media, in the blogs, too. But behind the scenes, there's somebody who's still carrying a bone. There's somebody who's still carrying a bone back and forth. Girl, did you hear? Oh, you know that's directed at you. Okay, let's see, Nikki. Is there any beef on Nikki's side for Cardi? Any beef? Okay, cards are flying. Oh, okay. I get that Nikki is like, I don't know out here, child. You can't sit with me. But it's just like this. I think she feels like this is beneath her to continue on something so petty. Especially because, okay, I'm going to say this. It's not that Nikki has no idea where any of this is stemming from. But she's just like, I mean, in a sense, they are both seemingly on the same page. I'm over it. I'm moving on. Nikki could give two shits about Cardi in that respect. Like, the beef is over for them. Nikki is praying for some other things. She is creating the new things that she wants. She ain't got time for that. And I get that. Oh, okay. She was recently sick. So her health, her family, is what's important. Taking her things to new heights is what's important. Her being able to stay, you know, in her home studio and in her backyard with her husband and child. That's it. That's it. She doesn't care. This has nothing to do with her as far as she's concerned. Okay. So where is all of the continued negative energy coming from? Where is the continued negative energy coming from? I hear the public. They don't know whose side they want to be on. 1 minute, certain folks are Team Cardi. 1 second, people are Team Nicki. Whole time, they don't realize they could be fans of both. Appreciate the music and move on. And then I also hear record labels. They are with the It Girl. They will shape and form. Yep. The record labels are always doing something behind the scenes. Those machines do what they need to do to create the controversy. Okay, we got something flying out. Most people have, y'all, and this is probably as straightforward as I can say it. Get a life to those Barbs and Barty gang who literally sit online all day, every day, and do nothing but bombard Nicki fans or bombard Cardi fans and the pages and you all are literally restricted into this energy now. Free yourself. And you all have created this or are keeping it going, this extended energy of beef, because it's over for them. It's done. But that's, I mean, we see this literally online. That's what's keeping it up. Because even with the things that are going on behind the scenes as far as record execs and whatever else, if we didn't give or they didn't give as much energy to it, it would have definitely died out a long time ago. But it can't, because the fans don't want to let it go. They have a bigger impact than the machines behind these ladies. So let's keep that in mind, y'all. Yeah. This is the first chakra, Archangel Michael, the root chakra. That's where it's at. That's the root of all of this. The machine and the fans at this point. The label started it. The machines, the behind the scenes started it. Now the energy has transferred and the fans have become the root of it all, and nobody is walking away, or even when you walk away, it's like that door has not been closed. So it just keeps coming up and coming up and coming up. Okay, and last but not least, so what is the advice? How do we get over this? How do we move on? Is there any particular advice for Nicki or Cardi? Okay, this card jumped. Relationships. I'm attracted to those people who serve my highest good. Okay, so Cardi and Nicki are not your lives. Cardi and Nicki realize that they will not be friends, so it does not serve them to continue to fuss and fight with each other. That ain't getting them no money. Sure, the publicity is there, but they don't need that. They're big on their own. Let's see. Let's get a card or two more. Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspects of my mind. The amount of time and energy it takes to beat, they ain't got time for that, because these ladies have albums to produce. Is that not what you fans really want? So I encourage you all to stay focused on the same. And this last card just flew. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Fans, if they can get over it and move on and find some form of forgiveness for each other and themselves, you all need to do the same so that this foolishness can be over with, done, and disappear. That is the reading. Thank you for your time, attention, energy, and view. It is greatly appreciated. And until next time.